424 once again with NASCAR Heat 3. And in this episode of our season with Matt Crafton's number 88 Menards Ford, we are going to be completing race 4 of 23, which is going to be at Martinsville Speedway for the Alpha Energy Solutions 250. I was not prepared to do that intro whatsoever, but I still pulled it off anyhow. In the last episode, we raced at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and before that was Atlanta. Both races where I felt like I was capable of winning, or in contention of winning, and just couldn't pull it off. I think we had 4th in Atlanta, and maybe 3rd at Las Vegas, but because of that consistency in the first 3 races of the season, we are in the points lead by 4 points over Brett Moffitt, who's got 2nd. We got Justin Haley 3rd, John Hunter Nemechek 4th. I can't speak the English language. I'm trying too hard to make my videos good. I need to just stop. They're not good. They never will be good, JC. This is your depressing life, and you need to accept it. Here are the playoff standings. We are in 4th place because the first 3 guys in front of us are the ones with wins. So we're up top in the playoff standings as far as people goes without wins. So if we get one, then yeah, we're going to be up top, of course. So let's get out of here and head to Martinsville Speedway. Hair. Yeah, I got my hair dyed yesterday. Bleached it, added a little white tone in there, and in the end, because it's virgin hair, it's never been dyed before, it's I couldn't really just go all the freaking way. But eventually I might add some silky platinum in there, and it'll look like Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians or Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance, which is suiting for the Christmas and the Halloween season. So I guess it was a smart idea, but click continue. Setup I'm going to be using in this race is setup 5 balanced, and that's what I used whenever I was making the intro for this series with the Save Your Breath by 5 Finger Death Punch you see in every episode you watch here. Click next session. Let's go ahead and do qualifying. This hair is probably going to last me until like January or February, and within that time frame my hair's going to start going back to its regular color from the roots and everything. Off of turn 1, 2, it seemed like we had a really good run. I just need to remind myself not to be too concerned about the truck hitting the outside wall because it is very capable of steering. I always, I guess, underestimate or overestimate it. I'm not sure. But yeah, going into the corners, I know my truck just, it's really stiff, and I always, I guess, brake just a little too late. I have higher expectations than what I'm supposed to. We're starting in 12th, so that is on the outside. Yeah, short track. I don't like the idea of that. Jahan Hunter Nemechek is starting on the pole. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name right. I'm the new What If Racing guys. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe. Nope. It says we're starting 12th, which means we don't have anybody starting in front of us that's going to the back because of something happening during qualifying. Well, that sucks. I really needed that. I want to be on the inside to start of the race. Being on the outside is not comfortable, but let's just look at some of the pre-race information because they always provide that. Come on. Unapproved body modification during qualifying. Noah Gragson starting at the back. Well, was he not already qualifying in front of me? Are you kidding me, game? It's Noah Gragson, so I mean, I figured he would start in the top 10 almost every race, but I guess never mind. Green flag is out. You're underway for the first stage, which I don't know how long it's going to be. 8 laps. Okay, let's get on the brakes at the appropriate time for turn 1. Just go crashing into this freaking 4 car. It's not even a car. I call it a car. Wow. It's a truck. I don't even remember who drives that thing, but oh well. Just gotta keep on reminding myself to get on the brakes a little earlier than I usually do, because if I keep on doing that, I'll get used to it, and I'll be hitting our marks perfectly. I already moved myself up into 10th place, and looks like we're going for 9th into turn 1 right here. Don't run over Ben Rhodes. I run over Ben Rhodes. But he's okay. He didn't spin. I like that. I don't know if I would have been able to survive that if someone hit me like that, but okay. On the brakes a little earlier than I always do, and that keeps me from running over Ben Rhodes. So I did a thing. I did something right for once, guys. Oh my goodness. And I'm preparing to make a pass on Mike Snyder. Look at me trying to make a side draft on Mike Snyder here at Martinsville Speedway. That's totally making sense at a freaking short track. Side drafting down the front stretch. Maybe it'll work. Who knows? On the outside because I want to get a good dive into 3 right here. Trying to build up the momentum to make a pass on Ben Rhodes. I know that, like, you have to be able to dive underneath him going into a corner to make that pass happen. But first off, you have to be close enough behind him coming off a freaking corner. Get a good run off right here. Trying to go to the outside. Sit in that middle lane. Let me get right here underneath him. Don't hit the curb. I hit the curb. Oh, just if I get on the curb at the wrong angle, it'll spin the truck. But there we go. Got into 7th place. And we got another 4 laps left in the first stage. Got to run down this is Harrison Burton, NASCAR Next driver. I don't know. Let me click the leaderboard thing up here. That's Harrison Burton. I don't think he's even in the truck series yet in reality. I could be wrong, though. I know it's number 51. Don't hit the curb. I hit the curb. That's not helping. Let's just run him down. I'm right behind him. Try a dive right here. Instead, I dump him. Okay, there we go. Got to finish him off. I gotta try things. You know, they sit in that middle lane. They don't go the outside lane and take the corners properly. I don't know how to race at Martinsville in this game, man. Like, I'm ready to make that pass, and I gotta move. I can't just sit around here and do nothing. If I'm close enough, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, everybody's pitting. It says 26 laps remaining, estimated fuel 21 laps. Well, if we take our pit stop now, I'll be able to make it to the end, but... Well, then what about stage 2? Well, I guess I can see the reasoning now that I think about it, but, need hardly any fuel. I just need like half a can of fuel. I can make the end of this race with that. As far as tires go, I'm going to get 4 tires, because in the long run, I think I'm going to need that. And I actually have 1 second of damage from hitting, what's his name? I don't even know the name of the guy that I wrecked right there. Oh well, it wasn't Harrison Burton. I already passed Harrison Burton. I don't remember who the hell it was I passed. Oh well, okay, come back to the restart. Dead last place because I decided to get 4 tires, but I'm sure it's going to pay off because all those left sides were, they were already 8 laps old. Haley Deegan is in front of me. Okay. Well, because we're all the way back here with fresh tires, passing people is going to be pretty easy. We're not going to get stage points or anything with stage 2, but we got a lot of passes to make in this stage and then all the way towards the end of the race. So winning is certainly not going to be possible now that I made this decision, but we all know that they're not going to be taking pit stops for just the rest of the freaking race. So I guess it made sense, but I don't know if I made the right call by just deciding to go ahead and get 4 tires right there. I'm passing people, maybe not the preferred rate, bumping and banging. I've already, embarrassed myself as much as possible at this point in the season going into this race by just completely dumping somebody. I'm just trying to pass somebody. I got to dive to the bottom and make that move. I don't know if he was going to block me or anything, but sure as hell clipped his back bumper and ruined everything. Just hit Harrison Rhodes. Ben Rhodes. So many fucking Rhodes. Hit Ben Rhodes at the start of the race, and he didn't spin, but sure as hell got him sideways, smoking his tires and stuff. Yeah, we're really moving through the field now that stage 2 has begun. Stage 2 is shorter than the first stage was, so that kind of sucks. Damn, brakes ain't slowing down the truck enough for my liking. I'm trying to have someone dive underneath me. Let's get underneath Mr. Rogers. I didn't make that joke on the fly. Okay, we're in the top 20 now. I hit the curb, but no problem. Me hitting the curb right here is going to be like whenever What If Racing damages his vehicle in the slide pit and gets all triggered with it whenever he's like doing NASCAR Thunder 2003 career mode. Yeah, if I touch that curb, I'm just going to start losing my OCD and crap. Underneath Travis Quapple, he's going to give me a little room. I didn't want to hit the curb, so I kind of swerved back up into him. This truck definitely finished the corner well. Get up to the outside. I think Tanner Thorson right here is giving me the inside. Not really. He went and blocked as soon as I got in the corner. Okay, a little more contact. We're going to go ahead and just finish this pass right then and there. I don't know what the hell the thumbnail for this video is going to be, but to be honest, the thumbnail, it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter how good the thumbnail is. It's not appealing enough for the subscriptions page or whatever when people are just looking through that tab. Unless there's like a massive wreck in the thumbnail, it's just a bunch of cars flipping through the freaking sky. I think that's the only thing that works these days. To be honest, I might as well just like go into quick race mode and make a big old wreck like that at every freaking racetrack, and maybe people will just make a thumbnail out of that. Did stage 2 just end early? I could have sworn we didn't run all 7 laps in that race. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, at least I didn't bring out the caution in that situation. Okay, 15 laps remaining, 20 laps on fuel. So we're going to make it to the end. No one's taking pit stops. My left side tires are actually a lot less worn than my right sides, but they would still been pretty freaking worn if I hadn't gotten them a while ago. So we're going to start the final stage in 18th place, which means just a while ago, how many positions did I gain right there? It was like 12 positions maybe? No, it can't be 12. I don't know math. 14 positions. There we go. I had to think. It's kind of hard to commentate and think at the same time. You heard it first year, guys. Okay, a good dive into turn 1. Crashing into Harrison Burton. I was just trying to get to the inside, but I was waiting to be clear, and by the time I was clear, I wasn't in the proper lane to enter the corner properly, so I just threw it in there. Okay, underneath the 41. It's not Regan Smith. I'm pretty damn sure of that. I don't know who it is. Zane Smith. So many generic names at this point in the truck series. Like, they're all real drivers, but it's like they're practically just generic names because I don't know any of them. I don't know how generic the names are. If you go to the Cup Series, you're like, wow, this is such a basic name. But whenever I go to the Cup Series, they're all recognizable just because of all the success they have, and often I see them. I don't watch the Truck Series very often to know if drivers like Zane Smith are actually even successful. Oh, missing the bottom of entry at turn 1. No. You know past me. Okay, we're up to 12th place, back where we started the race. We got fresher left sides than everybody. And we all have the same right sides. I don't know if I've been overusing my right sides or not. But try to pass as many trucks as possible and maybe get up to top 5 when this is all said and done. Oh, Justin Haley's leaving that bottom open. Going to take it. Just run over Jordan Anderson as if he hasn't gone through enough bullcrap in the past 2 months. Maybe I get a dive underneath him right here into 3. He's leaving me at the bottom. These guys are getting a lot less aggressive with their blocks. Maybe they're intimidated of how I race this track. Like Mike McLaughlin, I think that's his name. He's all the way at the freaking top of the track instead of sitting in the middle and keep me from actually being able to dive in properly to the corner. Well, at this rate, if he just stays right there, he can dive on into turn 3 and get 8th place. There we go. Oh, clipped his back bumper, trying to keep it off the curb. It's like, if I try staying on the curb and not running into him anymore, I know I'm just going to freaking spin myself. So, not much very harm in just running somebody up the track after entering a corner like that. Maybe I should have waited like an extra lap to make that pass, but now I've got to run down Ben Rhodes again. Laps counted down rather quickly. Justin Haley's been right there telling me the whole time, but finally I've got the position to just pass Ben Rhodes going into turn 3 right here. Barely nipping the apron, but the curb. He's going to go ahead and let me finish that pass. We're going to take 7th place. Just got to protect my position for the next lap. It's already the last lap of the race. It's unbelievable how it dwindled down so quickly, but yeah, it's 30% race length whenever it's only a truck series race. A while ago, I saw somebody on pit road, but it wasn't for position. I have no clue who it was, but yeah, I guess they just DNF'd and blew up. We're about to see it whenever we look at the race results. 7th place. I mean, it's the first race in the season that wasn't a top 5, but at least it was still a top 10. I don't know if I could have finished better if I had decided to not take 4 tires, but I was just kind of caught off guard by them taking pit stops after the first stage instead of like after the second stage or something. Maybe I should have not taken a pit stop there, or maybe I should have just gotten 2 tires, who knows. The fact that I wasn't sure whether or not I dumped Harrison Rhodes in specific is kind of ridiculous, so I guess it's very appropriate that I go dyeing my hair bleach blonde. But yeah, there's the thumbnail. It's pretty beautiful. Wreckage. Amazing. Martinsville Madness. Okay, let's take a look at these race results. John Hunter Nemechek gets the win. I don't think that he's won a race yet, or I can't remember who's won and who hasn't won, but yeah, there you go. And he won both the first and the second stages. Anthony Alfredo finishes 7 laps down, so that was him. Alfredo. Is he from Mexico? And just like that, I lose the points lead to Brett Moffitt, but not only that, I also lose 2nd place to John Hunter Nemechek, and that was indeed his first win of the season. Brett Moffitt hasn't gotten a win yet, and he's in front of me, so that means I'm in 6th place in the playoff standings. God, there's like barely anybody in the playoff standings in the Truck Series because of how short the series is. Like, I'm already almost out of it, even though I'm running a pretty darn good season. I just can't win a freaking race. I honestly don't think I would have won at Martinsville regardless of what strategy I put in there, but still, I could have won in Las Vegas. Maybe I could have won Atlanta. I really don't know about Daytona, but these days, I don't have to say like, oh, if I had chosen a different paint scheme, that wouldn't have happened. I could have done better. Now I could just be like, if I wasn't so blonde, I could have done better, or that wouldn't have happened. But yeah, I guess it's a good joke to throw in there from this point on. It makes more sense because deep down inside, soulfully, I am a real blonde. I'll see you guys tomorrow whenever we go to Dover International Speedway for the JX 200. Not excited for that. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of freaked out because Dover is one of the harder tracks whenever it comes to NASCAR heat games. See you next time. That's that. And episode over.